He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They give it to him again. And the Broncos are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Pollard.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The give to the back. Shakes off a tackler. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Boise State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the offense. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback checking off. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 45 on his way. Running toward the tape. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Broncos trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The give to the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Broncos in the hurry up. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They go to the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running.
Fires and picked off. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
This is start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Give to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Come on, set. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, North Carolina. And once he found some daylight. First down here for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the
push after. I think he lasts.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And I'm a fan
Double
of this,
push
man.
if it's just Army Navy.
We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force.
The expressway is wide open, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going up top on first down. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Cook. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. The wins keep piling up, and the stakes get higher along with it as this squad remains unbeaten on the season.
Stakes get higher, the pressure starts to mount. Those rivalry games come up late in the season a lot of times for people. So this team has been really...
Push after. I think you lasts. Double push if it's just Army Navy. Push after. I think you lasts. Double push if it's just Army Navy. Push after. I think you lasts. Double push if it's just Army Navy. Push after. I think you lasts. Double push if it's just Army Navy.